Hi everyone, it's Katherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout I'm creating for Mix It Up Monday, and we're using this wonderful sketch by Raquel Spears. So thank you very much to Anna from Peace Craft Love and Kimberly from I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking for setting up this hop. Now, I am not going to be doing too much mixed media today on this layout. I am, however, going to be mixing up the sketch by flipping it on its side and using extra photos. So I have 5 photos here. And I'm going to use that striped paper as sort of that bigger piece in that sketch. I've got a white background, just some white cardstock. And so I'm going to go ahead and start with roughing up the edge of this paper. So I'm using this Boys Rule collection by Coco Vanilla Studio. Their new collection is about to arrive on my door, so I wanted to get some of my stash used up. I have plenty of this collection still in my stash, and so I just wanted to get it used up. So I'm going to go ahead first of all and just mount my photos on some white cardstock. And yeah, I just wanted to give them a little bit more of a border because I'm going to put them on that that blue paper that's just up to the corner there at the moment. So I'm going to create a couple of layers here just to follow the sketch reasonably closely. So I'm going ahead and just putting a thin white border around those photos. Like I said, I've got 5 photos here, so I'm adding a photo to that sketch. So yes, I'm here mixing it up, just adding, changing the direction of the sketch here. So I'm just still, sorry, mounting those photos, just trimming them out with my big scissors. I find this easier than using any paper trimmer. I can just, it doesn't need to be perfectly straight. It just needs to be a smaller edge. So now I'm going to go ahead and put them in order here. Now these photos are taken of my son Sebastian just out walking one day, and he was just decided to stand on this big kind of rock and start dancing, and I thought it was so cute. Yeah, he was just sort of dancing, and then he just does a handstand or a cartwheel, and yeah, so I just wanted to scrapbook these photos just to show that. So I'm just sticking those photos together, and now I'm going to go ahead and mount it on that sort of navy piece of pattern paper. Now it's hard to make out in this, but it does have some geometric kind of print on it. And so I'm just going to go ahead and trim that down, and then I'm going to trim the edges off with my scissors there and just rough up the edges again with my edge distresser. I really like the edge distresser. I love the texture it creates, and yeah, I think it looks really great. So I use it a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to have that striped paper right across the page, and I'm just trying to work out what next in this sketch. So while I'm doing all of that, I will let you know I've left links below to everyone playing along in this hop today. So please go ahead and check them all out. I did join in last month. I'm really hoping to join this hop each and every month. It's such a fun one, and I promise next month I will try and do some more mixed media. But really, this hop is about just changing it up, doing all sorts of things to create a different type of layout. And yeah, using that sketch as a jumping off point, which I love doing. It's such a fun way to create a layout. So I'm going ahead here and I'm just trying to work out what other papers I can use to help create this these pieces in the sketch. And so there was kind of this piece sitting down off the photo, and I'm going to use it as a bit of a journaling piece. You will see me come in a bit later on with some journaling. And so I'm just using that border punch just to add some texture to that as well. It looked like in the sketch that there was, yes, that sort of edge on that paper, so I wanted to create that there. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick out my title. I'd fussy cut this Superstar from one of the pattern papers in this collection, so I thought that was going to be good. So I'm just going through the die cut ephemera to see what I can make work. I really like that thumbs up, and I've got that flare button there that says King of the World, and I thought that fitted really well. There was an arrow on the sketch. I know it's totally different placement, but again, I'm just using that sketch as a jumping off point. So now I'm just using Hello Superstar, and then I change that out, and I'm I'm thinking about using that Cool Kid, but I do go ahead and change it back. And I've put that journaling piece down. As you can see, I've just picked it up just to trim around the edges. I needed to make it slightly smaller. So I'm going to use that to do some journaling at some point. And this is where I add my, hello superstar back in there. And I've added a tab up the top of that, up the top of the photos. I will probably put my date or something. And this piece says Mr. Fantastic. So I thought that fitted really well there. As you can see, I'm just sort of shuffling things around, seeing what I can make work. I'm pulling out the sticker sheet here, and I'm going to put 3 different stars down here just to add to those little clusters. Now I'm just seeing what else I can make work. Just checking out the sticker sheets. I wanted to add to the title here. So I'm trying to spell out dancer, but I can't find the right letters in this Pink Fresh Studio packet. So that blue didn't quite work. So I've gone ahead and just picked out these remarks, sort of tiny alphas. And so I'm going to just spell out dancer. So the title is going to read, Hello, Superstar Dancer. I'm just placing that down roughly, and I will come back in later. So now I'm going to go ahead and sort of glue everything down. So this came together so well and so easily because of that sketch. Like I said, I've flipped it, so I've mixed it up and flipped the sketch to the other side, but it does come together reasonably easily because I've got that sketch to refer to. So I'm just going ahead and sticking everything down. I'm going to use some tape here, some double-sided tape, just to stick that down to that next piece. I just found that easier than the tape runner. It needed a little bit more, stick. So as you can see, just sticking all that together. And I can use this because I don't have any mixed media in the background yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that down. And then I realized that piece there was now quite crooked. So I'm just going ahead and straightening that up. And then I will use my liquid adhesive to stick down the title. So I was just trimming up that hello. That die cut piece was, just needed a little bit of trimming. And so I'm sticking down that thumbs up chipboard piece. And now I'm going to go ahead and stick down superstar. So yeah, that's coming together nicely. And then I do go ahead and move that dancer and just straighten it up a little bit. I stick down that King of the World flare button. So I'm just moving that dancer up a little bit. And I will come in with some glue a bit later on to stick those stickers down. They weren't quite sticky enough. So I'm sticking down that arrow, and then I'm going through these tiny word stickers to see what else I can make work in the end. So I'm adding this one here that says no limits above that arrow, and the other one down there says off the chart. So I'm going to add that to that journaling spot, and it's going to become off the charts. And I think that says the best, but I decided to put that down the bottom there. And then I'm coming back in, and that says off the charts, awesome. So I really like that. And then I'm adding this star sticker as well to that first photo. I felt like there was a little bit of a gap there in those photos. So I'm using that pop dot just to stick up that flare badge. And yeah, I'm just seeing what else I can make work. So I pulled out these, they're sort of like enamel stars. So I'm just placing those down. These are from Kaiser Craft, but they were black and they fitted in with this layout well. So I've just stuck those down. Now I'm just trying to work out what else I should add. So I'm going ahead and trimming up this edge piece just so that I can see, take stock and see what else I can do to this layout. And then I decide to add a messy kind of doodly border around the edge. I just felt like that finished it off nicely. And so I'm just adding that along there. I'm using a fine line pen there. And as you can see, I'm just sitting here like, what else can I do? And I felt like this title was getting a little bit lost. So I do go ahead and just draw around the edge of that superstar just so that it would stand out a little bit more. I felt like hello stood out okay on that pattern paper, but that superstar just needed a little bit more emphasis. So I've pulled out this clear sticker, and that says that's my boy. So I'm going to move the best sticker and just stick down that clear sticker And that is coming along well. So then I decide to finish off the layout, I would add some black splatters. So this is the Liquitex in black ink. And so I'm just adding those splatters around the page, and I really love how that finishes it off. So that is about all for my layout. So please go ahead and check everyone's layout out. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Thanks everyone. Bye.